Hello, Ds, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. It's time for the latest news update for Benidorm News Update, of course. And today we are right at the end of Albir Touristic Village, and right behind us we have the loveliest town of Altea, where you have probably the most popular old towns to visit, full of artists, street performance, musicians, galleries of art, and much more. If you want to see slightly more about this place, we have a freshly published video here on the channel. I'm going to leave you a link for you here down below in the first comment. But it's an incredible place that is almost a must-visit place during your holidays in Benidorm or surrounding area. Let's jump directly into the news. First of all, right now it's already heading towards the end of September, but still our region is really busy. Every now and then we are letting you know what's new going on, which are the upcoming events here in the area, so that you will be informed always in case you're coming here on holidays or you're planning your holidays for next year and you would like to know if there's any special things going on in Benidorm town. First of all, right now we have a brand new exposition right on the triangular square. We've let you know about it a couple of days ago, but this is a brand new expo to learn the wine culture of our region. I know a lot of you love Spanish wine. Some of you even had a wine tour with us or wanted to know slightly more about how it all started, which types of wine exist here, why some of them are so famous. So our town hall has put a small exposition which will be here up until 15th of November on the triangular square right next to the famous techno hit that seems really ugly for a lot of you. I must say, not a lot of people like it actually. A big investment from town, however. And we will be able to learn about 3,000 years of wine culture in our region of Alicante. By the way, why is it so important? Because our region was the first one in the whole entire Spain to get this stamp of denomination of origin, a specific stamp that shows that this is a quality wine, unique type of wine that's being created only in this part of Spain. Incredible exposition. All the history is there. It's in Spanish and in English. So obviously you will be able to read it and learn slightly more about why Spanish love the wine so much. Apart from that, many bars, restaurants are still very busy. The only places that we see are not as crowded in a good sense are the beach areas, because there are days when it's slightly more cloudy. You can see the sun, the sunny blue sky right there, but right in front of us, I'll show it to you when we'll get to the weather update, weather forecast. It's really cloudy where Benidorm is located. So many people still are coming to the beach, but simply to enjoy the views, to meditate, maybe do some exercise, or just enjoy a lovely swim. But it's not as busy as it was even a few days ago, which is good news. A lot of new businesses, bars, restaurants, cafeterias, shops are opening up, different types of services for tourists non-stop, the same as in summer. Not sure how they're planning to survive in winter months, but what we do know is that there is a lot of them opening up, and surely we will need to do a brand new businesses update for you guys here on the channel, because things are constantly changing in Benidorm. The rest is as busy as it potentially was in summer, so not empty at all. Everything is functioning still full speed. Even floating water park, the aqua park in Benidorm on the Levante and Poniente beach, is still operative, the same as water pedals, jet skis, cable skis, and all the rest. The second news that I wanted to share with you all comes from Benidorm. British tourism, which is a good news, by the way, British tourism is anticipating all that we thought will be happening and is heading full speed towards end of October and November months. Usually November month is a key month for outside the season tourism, because we have two very big events. First of them, and starting earlier, is the Benidorm Fiestas. This is almost a whole entire week when we have some crafts markets, different markets in different places of Benidorm. We have entertainment, we have concerts, a lot of people on the streets. We have a traditional parade as well at the end of celebrations. We have typical Spanish mascleta, which is like firecrackers with some like colored fume. Usually it's in colors of Spanish flag or any other type of colors, depending on what's important on these dates. And it's a lot of noise, it's a lot of fireworks, a lot of celebration, really, really nice dates. And after this Benidorm week, Benidorm festivity week is over, immediately the next day is the fancy dress party. So a lot of people are preparing for it. Hotels can see the increase of bookings. Obviously, November month is not as expensive as all the rest of the months are, especially in summer season here. June and second part of June, July, and August are the most expensive ones. So November is quite a good month to come to Spain. The weather is still very nice. There are people that are still swimming in the sea. You know, you can still sunbathe. It's not going to be as aggressive, the sun, it's not going to be as fast, but still it will be possible. And obviously, a lot of people are pre-booking already their stay here for the fancy dress and all the fiestas, because afterwards it's going to be quite full and prices might jump quite high. So if you want to come and you still did not book your holidays here, please do so because it's getting quite busy already, even for November month. So always make sure you do it in advance because like this you can get the best prices, the best room rates, and any kind of discounts if some of them are available at some hotel chains here in Benidorm. The last news that I wanted to share with you all is that Benidorm is lucky. Benidorm got a lot of luck these days. Remember when we told you that we had quite an uncertain winter going on? We did not know what will be happening. Benidorm Hotels already started to pre-plan a closure or minimize somehow the amount of workers that they had available for winter time. Why? Because the project that allowed Benidorm Hotels to exist in winter was being blocked. We did not know when this will be resolved, all this issue. And we're talking about the pensioners, the grandmas and grandpas, the OPS program here in Spain, for all the legal residents in Spain that are able to register in this program, which is called Imserso, and travel for really, really cheap rates, as little as 22 euros per person per night in full board breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And a lot of the times they have water and wine included during the main meals, both in lunch and dinner. 22 euros for a 3 superior or 4-star hotel in Benidorm is a very, very affordable price. So 1 week was even less than 300 euros. All this project obviously does not bring any kind of income to Benidorm Hotels. This is why potentially it was blocked. However, by seeing that negotiations are not going anywhere, that neither the part of the town hall or the hotel's syndicate or the project itself, they did not manage to get into the position where they would say, all right, we can unlock it. So someone needed to back up, and eventually hotels and the companies that work with this project needed to back up, and all this is now recovered in a sense that it's unlocked, the project is going forward. And the good news, basically the only good news, is that Benidorm Hotels will maintain their usual schedule, will stay, those who usually have stayed open will be open during winter months, because the project is going forward as soon as probably the first days of October, being the most optimistic in this case. First weeks of October is when the first groups and buses of people will be coming to our coastal area of Benidorm, Altea, Alicante, Calpe, like all this area that does work with Inserso projects. So it will still be quite busy out here. However, the bad news is for hotels once again, because they need 30 euros per person without VAT. Okay, so 30 euros plus VAT tax in order to exist, in order to cover all the expenses. At least that. They're not going to be making any profit, but at least they're covering up all the expenses. And they're getting paid 22. So obviously, it's either that or risk all the employers, risk all the employment rate being in need to shut down for winter months. It's kind of not worth the risk, isn't it? Although more and more hotels are abandoning this project, but at least the good news for Benidorm is that these hotels will stay afloat, and a lot of you that were potentially coming to these hotels in winter will still be able to come to your favorite place in Benidorm town. By the way, if you are in search for a new hotel for your holidays, check out our playlist Hotels in Benidorm. We do have a huge variety by now of different hotels and even campsites that you can check out. These are the fullest tours, inside tours with a lot of them are, mostly all of them are with food, with restaurant, to see the buffet, which kind of food they're putting, what the rooms are looking like, what are the common areas, and what can you potentially expect, when you're coming to the hotel, one or the other, simply because pictures are one thing, but seeing it on a video, kind of in live, is way, way different. So I'll leave it linked for you down below here in the first comment below this video. If not, just check Benidorm by Anna and put the name of the hotel, and most probably we have it here on the channel. And if not, just send us a message and we will try our best to organize a tour with the management if you are interested in some hotel in particular. So leave us your comment here down below. And now let's talk about the weather. What is happening here in Spain and what you might expect if you're coming here in the next week's time, especially what to bring with kind of autumn weather already to your holidays. Let's go. As you can see right there, the clouds are starting to slowly come to the region of Benidorm. However, right behind us, it's really sunny, nice, and warm. It should not be raining, at least during the next 7 to 10 days. We'll see if it actually goes like this, because last long-term weather forecast is not always the best thing. However, at least so far, we do not expect a big, huge rainstorm here in the region, which is already great news. As for the temperatures, around 26 to 28 degrees, ideal weather in my opinion to discover, to enjoy some lovely walks here in the region, to stay even at the beach if you want to. There's still quite a lot of people that are coming here, as you can see right behind our backs. And the water temperature is still very, very nice. It's around 26.2 degrees at this exact day right now here on 22nd of September. So still more than enough for a lovely swim in the Mediterranean Sea. Thank you for accompanying us on today's Benidorm news update, and we'll see each other already tomorrow with a new video here on the channel. Bye, dears.